If you're hunting for a budget-friendly podcasting mic with decent features, the FIFINE AM8 might have caught your eye. I dove into this microphone because it promises natural audio clarity and versatile connectivity with both USB and XLR options. But here's what surprised me. Despite a solid 4.6-star rating and flashy RGB lighting, this mic has some serious quirks that could trip up your streaming or recording setup. Let me break down the good, the bad, and the wait, really. Moments you won't hear about in other reviews. First off, if you're a gamer, podcaster, or content creator looking for an easy plug-and-play setup, FIFINE AM8 aims to deliver with a USB connection boasting handy mute controls and on-mic RGB lighting. But if you're an audio enthusiast craving pro-level sound through an XLR interface, you might find yourself hitting a few frustrating walls. So who is this mic really for? And where does it fall short? Stick around because we're unpacking everything from sound quality to connection flexibility. And yes, I've thrown in some surprise findings. Now, before you go grabbing it, I'll reveal a little secret about the RGB functionality that might make you reconsider your color scheme plans. Plus, if you're worried about off-axis noise or inconsistent gain control, I've got some advice that could save your next live stream from becoming a comedy of errors. Keep watching, you'll want to hear this. Okay, so diving deeper now. The FIFINE AM8's biggest selling point is supposedly its natural audio clarity, with a frequency response ranging from 50 Hz to 16 kHz. In theory, that's perfect for capturing vocals with warmth and clarity, ideal for gaming commentary, streaming, or casual podcasting. It uses a cardioid dynamic mic capsule, which means it focuses on your voice and disregards much of the ambient noise. That's crucial if you live with loud roommates or have a noisy keyboard. Trust me, your ears will thank you. But here's the kicker. While the mic does reduce off-axis noise reasonably well, it doesn't always deliver that pristine, studio-level sound you might expect for the price. When connected via USB, the audio is decent for entry-level content creation, making it a solid pick for beginners or hobbyists wanting to upgrade from basic headset mics. However, the RGB ring and other fancy buttons only work with USB, and when you switch to the XLR connection for higher quality audio, spoiler alert, the RGB lights and mute button stop working completely. So if you bought this mic expecting flashy lights and full control on XLR, prepare to be disappointed. Speaking of XLR, this mic's flexibility is a bit of a double-edged sword. It can plug into pro audio interfaces or mixers with an XLR cable, which, heads up, is not included by default, opening the door for higher quality mixing and sound shaping. But unlike most professional dynamic mics, the FIFINE AM8 doesn't maintain all its features in this mode. Mute functions, RGB lighting, and gain knobs are inactive. This might confuse users who are new to audio gear, because the mic feels like two different products depending on which cable you use. Let me put it this way. You wouldn't buy a sports car that turns into a bicycle halfway through the ride. The design seems half-baked in accommodating both USB novices and XLR pros. My advice: decide your intended use up front because switching back and forth might cause frustration. Here's a quick story. I had a friend who picked up this mic for their streaming setup, excited about the RGB sync and muting feature. They plugged it into their mixer through XLR, eager to take advantage of professional sound quality, only to find the RGB lights dark and the mute button completely dead. After some head scratching, he realized the mic basically turned into a dumb microphone mode in XLR, not the budget-friendly hybrid experience he was hoping for. Moral of the story: if you want dynamic mic features and flashy RGB at the same time, FIFINE AM8 might leave you hanging. But don't get me wrong, there are some redeeming qualities. The mic has solid build quality for the price, featuring durable metal construction and standard threads 3/8 and 5/8. that fit most mic stands without adapters. It includes a noise-canceling windscreen to tame electrical hums from other devices, which is a nice touch. Plus, the USB connection fits neatly into your PC or even the back of a PS5, making setup super simple for casual gamers. The gain knob on the USB side adds handy volume control without fumbling with computer settings, and the headphone jack lets you monitor your voice in real time with zero latency. Exactly what musicians and streamers crave to avoid awkward delays. Those are features you don't always get in this price range, and they work smoothly as advertised. Now, on to performance quirks. The AM8's suggested recording range is between 2 to 6 inches, meaning if you move farther away, your audio starts to sound thin or muffled. No surprises there. It's a dynamic mic after all. But pairing that with the relatively limited frequency range means you might feel the need for post-processing to brighten your voice or reduce background noise further. So if you're a perfectionist aiming for vocal perfection, be prepared to invest more time in editing. One last complaint from my end is the lack of cable inclusion for XLR use. It's a small hassle, but it means you'll either need to source one separately or stick with USB. Also, the mute button on USB mode is super handy but independent from your PC software, meaning you can mute yourself without reaching for the keyboard, which is great during calls or live streams. Just beware that forgetting to unmute is a classic oops moment. There's an LED reminder light which helps, but we've all been there. Alright, I'm guessing you're curious. What about the price then? Clocking in at $56.99. The FIFINE AM8 offers solid entry-level audio gear perks at a very wallet-friendly cost compared to big studio microphones. Its 4.6-star Amazon rating speaks to decent user satisfaction overall. But are those glowing stars masking some gnarly little issues? Honestly, yes and no. If you want a budget USB mic with simple plug-and-play capability, RGB fun, and a mute button to keep embarrassing moments off stream, this mic will serve you well. But if you're an aspiring audio professional looking for a versatile dynamic mic that shines across both USB and XLR modes with all features intact, you might want to look elsewhere or consider upgrading down the road. Here's a quick joke break since audio can be a serious topic. Why don't microphones ever get lost? Because they always follow the sound advice. Okay, that was cheesy, but hey, just like this mic, it has its strengths and weaknesses. In conclusion, the FIFINE AM8 is best suited for beginner to intermediate content creators or gamers wanting a no-fuss USB mic with some fun RGB flair. The flexibility of switching to XLR is a nice bonus, but don't expect full functionality in that mode. It could be the perfect stepping stone for podcasters or streamers on a budget who want above-average audio compared to headset mics, and who aren't overly picky about premium studio fidelity. To sum it up, buy FIFINE AM8 if you want great value, easy setup, decent sound, and some colorful lighting for your gaming desk. Avoid it if you crave full pro audio gear features or seamless hybrid operation across connections. The mic tries to straddle two worlds and doesn't fully nail either. Before I sign off, price and availability can change fast on Amazon. If you want the best deal right now, check the link in the description below for up-to-date pricing and exclusive offers. Whether you decide to add FIFINE AM8 to your setup or keep hunting for the perfect mic, I hope this honest review helped cut through the noise. Oh, and here's one more joke before you go. Why did the microphone break up with the speaker? Because it found the conversation too one-sided. Remember, the right mic makes your voice heard loud and clear. Don't settle. Thanks for watching and happy recording.